Good morning, everyone. My name is Cameron Bly, and I am the Education Account Manager in the Southeast Territory. Today, I'm going to be doing a BrightLink tips and tricks demo to show you guys some of the ways that you can utilize and interact with your BrightLink projector. So today, we're using the Epson BrightLink 770 Fi, and I'm not sure if you can see at the top of my whiteboard, I do have the optional touch module attached, which allows me to use 4 extra points of touch with my fingers. Everything I show you today will be applicable with any of our BrightLink projectors 700 series and above. Today, we're going to go ahead and start at our home page. This is where you'll see everything that you have connected to your projector. So here we have my laptop, our Epson document camera, and then down here is where we'll start at our whiteboard. The first thing I want to go over is the pens that come with your projector. First of all, your 2 pens, they are labeled at the bottom with a color. There's blue and orange. Down here, you'll see a legend. Right now, I have my orange selected as red and my blue selected as blue. And because I have the touch module, my finger is the eraser. All of the pens work independently of each other. So that's really awesome. On your pen, you will find a button. When you go ahead and click that button, if it comes up as blue, that means you're charged and good to go. If you don't see the blue light, that means you should go ahead and switch your batteries. So we'll go ahead and start here with your pens. You can check battery level. Another function that the pen button has is if you come up to the screen and press that button, it will open up a little quick menu. From here, you can go ahead and change the colors. You can change the pen type, the thickness. So say we want it to be green and really thick. There you go. I'm going to go ahead and open it up again. You can also set it to be a marquee where you can select items or delete. We're going to go ahead and go back to red, but we'll keep it a little thicker. So you have your quick menu. If you want this button to do something other than a quick menu, you can go ahead and open up your projector menu settings. There we go. And under pen touch, you'll see a setting that says pen button function. As you can see, I have it set to drawing toolbar. You can also set it to be an eraser, clear the screen, or you can turn it off, rendering that button inactive. We're going to keep it on drawing toolbar and exit the menu. We'll go back home and open our whiteboard back up. From here, I'm going to show you a couple of the different ways that you can import content from your projector. So I'm going to go ahead and add a page. On the left side of your screen, you'll see these 5 buttons. The top button is this file button where you'll import PDF files. And you can import a couple of ways. Today, we have a USB connected to our projector. Or if you're lucky enough to have your projector networked and you have a shared file folder, you can upload content that way. So we have our USB selected. I'm going to go ahead and insert this worksheet. It will ask you how many pages. My content is only 1 page, so we're just going to click OK. And here we have our PDF in our whiteboard space. So you can go ahead and annotate on here like so. We'll come back to this, but I'm going to go ahead and open up a new page. Your next button down is where you'll insert images. So we're going to go ahead and insert a JPEG, this math sheet. So again, I can annotate on here. If I go ahead and select this tool, I can go ahead and click on it like so. I can move it around. I can resize it. Or using this down button at the bottom, I can also duplicate it. if I want multiple kids working on a whiteboard at once, like so. And then again, my pens work independently of each other. So I can have 2 students working on the board, 3 students or more. If I had another hand, I could be drawing over here. I'm going to go ahead and add another page. The third button down is where you'll find your backgrounds. So say you want lined paper. We have it in white, black, and green. Green shows best on this camera, so that's how I'm showing it. We have lined paper, graph paper, or even music sheets. A cool thing about backgrounds is at the bottom you'll see insert image. If I were to insert an image as a background instead of the way I just showed you, when I clear the screen of my annotations, the image will stay the same. So I'm going to go ahead and come in here and use an example that my coworker likes to use. One of his schools took a drone image of their football field so they could practice plays on here, which I'll show you as soon as this loads. Cool. So if I were to want to draw on here and annotate a bunch of different things, I could go in here, and then if I want to get rid of it, I can go over to this trash button on the bottom right. And it will say, do you want to clear the screen? Yes. And as you can see, my image is still on the screen as my background. The last button that is important on this left side of the screen is this little paper looking button. And this will open, similar to PowerPoint, a page menu. This is where I can flip between all of the pages I have opened in my whiteboard. I can duplicate a page, I can add a new page in between, or I can completely delete a page. I can also completely delete a page using this button with the red X on the bottom. So now that you have all of your content that you've built for your class, your lesson plan, what can you do with it now? If you go ahead to these 3 dots on the bottom, this is where you'll be able to export or save your content. So there's a few different options. You can mail it, save it, or print it. If you are lucky enough to have your projector networked, you can go ahead and connect an email address to it and email it that way. Or you can go ahead and save it directly back to your USB drive or your shared file folder. There's 2 file format options. One is a PDF, which we know essentially freezes in time once you save it. Or there's another option, an EWF2, which will allow you to open it back up later on and manipulate it however you'd like. We're going to go ahead and click cancel. The last thing that is cool in this 3-button menu is a timer. So if you want to go ahead and time your classes, you can go ahead and do that and minimize it to your screen. Let's see. Oh, I think I have to set it first, but like so. The next portion of this demo, we're going to go to our home page and open up our document camera. So if you do have an Epson document camera, you will have this little toolbar pop up on your screen. From here, you can go ahead and zoom in on your content like so. You can autofocus it. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. And then you can also annotate directly on your image. What you're looking at right now is our 3 LCD engine, which we do use in all of our Epson projectors. If you don't want to annotate directly on the image that you have up on your document camera, there is a button down here where it looks like a little chalkboard. You can go ahead and click that, and it's going to go ahead and open up your whiteboard. So you can go ahead and annotate on here. Another option that you can do, you want to add a new page. There's a camera button down on the bottom left. You can go ahead and click it. It will ask you, do you want to do full screen or select an area? We're going to go ahead and select an area for right now. And I just want to take a picture of this. I can go ahead, click the camera button, and it will import to my whiteboard. Again, if I go back into my whiteboard, I can go ahead and save this or email it. If I want to get rid of this whiteboard, or if I wanted to get rid of the document camera, I can slide either to the left and it will disappear. Now that we've gone over the document camera, the last portion of this demo I want to go over is our PC interactivity. So as you can see, I do have my laptop connected. We're going to go ahead and come in here. Perfect. So now that I have PC interactivity on, as you'll see in the bottom right, my pens or my fingers essentially act as a mouse. So if I were to go ahead and hold down on something, it is a right click, like so. Or I can go ahead and just click once and it will open something up. So here I have a PowerPoint, which I want to show you first. In regular PC interactivity mode, you won't have the option to annotate, but in PowerPoint, you will. So I can go ahead and write on here. We're over here in Los Alamitos at Epson headquarters in California. And then again, if I wanted to switch between slides, those annotations will stay there. If you are a Google school, use Google Slides. There is a software that you can download that will allow you to do this, but this is mainly for PowerPoint with the annotations. If I go ahead and exit my presentation, it will ask you, do you want to keep your ink annotations? We're going to discard for right now and go ahead, minimize this PowerPoint. Now we're in our internet browser. So like I said, the pens work as a mouse. They are not annotation tools. Here we're on Google Earth. Here's the Eiffel Tower. This is where your projector essentially becomes a giant iPad for your computer. You can interact with it the same way. You can go ahead, open new pages like so. We're going to go back. If, say, you want to annotate on your projector, you can go ahead and turn PC interactivity off. Now I'm in annotation mode. So again, you'll see the legend down on the bottom. My pens are different colors. I can go ahead, annotate right on here. But the screen is frozen as of right now. So my pens aren't going to move it. But you know what? Maybe I want to move the screen and annotate at the same time. I have it turned on right now, but you will be able to go into your projector menu settings. And under interactive, you'll see mouse icon on toolbar. I have it on right now. So we're going to return, exit out of there, and you'll see this little mouse icon in your toolbar. From here, I can either use a pen or my finger. I'm going to use my hand to select mouse. Now my hand is the mouse and my pens are my annotation tools. This is super cool. Your annotations will stay on the screen where you put them, but now you're able to interact with a few different things on your projector using your laptop. And just FYI, I think I missed this part. I am connected to my projector with my laptop via HDMI and USB, which allows me to be interactive with it. So that is the end of my demo. If you have any questions, I do have a colleague that will be able to read them out.
Do you have the option of going wireless?
You do have the option of going wireless. We do have a couple of different softwares. We have either iProjection or Miracast. iProjection you'll be able to use with Apple products, and Miracast you'll be able to use with Windows. And Chromebook you'll also be able to use with Miracast. Well, if that's it, I'd like to thank you all for coming. And this will be recorded, so you'll be able to receive a recording after we end this today. It will be emailed to you. Have a nice day.